In the world of champagne, some houses produce millions of bottles a year. Others masterfully blend hundreds of wines for consistency. But one house has chosen the road less traveled. No blending, no compromise, and no wine unless the year is truly exceptional. It produces just one wine, a single cuvée, from a single village, from a single grape. Welcome to Fine Wines, where we uncover the fascinating history and personalities behind the world's fine wines. In this video, we will dive into the history of Salon, a champagne that defines pure luxury through rarity, precision, and time. At the turn of the 20th century, Eugène-Aimé Salon was a wealthy Parisian fur trader with refined taste and a radical dream. He believed the noble Chardonnay grape from the Grand Cru village of Le Mesnil-sur-Oger could create a champagne of unprecedented purity. In 1905, he created his first vintage. But his vision was not for commerce, it was for pleasure. For years, Salon was served exclusively at Maxime's restaurant in Paris, poured only for his inner circle. This was the original serving ritual, feeding its mystique long before it was ever sold. It wasn't until 1921 that Champagne Salon was released commercially. And from the start, it was clear this was something different. The house makes only one wine, Salon Le Mesnil Blanc de Blanc. There is no non-vintage blend, no rosé, no prestige cuvée above it, and no second label. Just the flagship wine, produced only in declared vintages, when the harvest meets the house's exacting standards. Even after its release, Salon remained elusive. Bottles were still served primarily at Maxime's, and allocations were tightly controlled. The wine was not promoted in the usual commercial sense. It quietly built its legend through word of mouth, passed among chefs, sommeliers, and connoisseurs. Salon's winemaking is not just special, it's extreme. Every decision is made to keep the wine as pure and true to nature as possible. It all starts with the juice. When grapes are pressed, the first juice that comes out, called the cuvée, is the most delicate and high quality. Salon uses only this first pressing because it gives the cleanest and most elegant flavors. The second pressing, which is stronger and less refined, is never used. Then there's fermentation. Most champagne makers soften their wines by allowing something called malolactic fermentation, a process that turns sharp acids into smoother ones. But Salon skips this step on purpose. Why? To keep the wine fresh, bright, and full of energy. That natural acidity is what helps Salon age for decades while staying vibrant. And maybe the boldest choice of all, Salon doesn't blend. Many champagnes are a mix of different years and vineyards to stay consistent. But Salon is made only from one year, and only if that year is truly exceptional. In over 100 years, Salon has released less than 45 vintages. If the grapes aren't perfect, they make nothing at all. Salon ages on its lees for a minimum of 10 years, but often much longer. The 1996 and 2002 vintages, for example, spent more than 12 years sur lie, intensifying their depth and complexity. When the wine is finally ready, a small amount of sugar is added after disgorgement. Salon is typically an extra brut, a choice that highlights its razor-sharp precision and terroir, not sweetness. Production is even rarer than it seems. While the maximum is around 60,000 bottles, in some declared years, it can be as low as 30,000. After its founder's death, Salon was eventually acquired by the Laurent Perrier Group, which paired it with its sister house, Delamotte, one of the oldest in Champagne. Under President Didier Despentes, the two houses work in perfect harmony. In years when a Salon vintage is not declared, the precious grapes from its prized parcels are not sold off. Instead, they form the heart of Delamotte's own celebrated Blanc de Blanc. This is a compelling insider tip for collectors. Delamotte offers a glimpse of Salon's DNA at a fraction of the price. Salon's ability to age is nothing short of legendary. Some say its true peak doesn't arrive until 25 to 30 years after harvest, or even longer. Tastings of bottles from the 1920s and 30s have stunned critics with their freshness and vibrancy, even a century later. Here are a few of the most celebrated vintages. 2008, icon in the making, laser-sharp, mineral, and austere in youth. 100 points, James Suckling, 2002. More opulent and expressive, still youthful. 99, Antonio Galloni, 1996. A high-acid titan. 97 plus, Galloni. As for the market, a bottle of Salon now retails for around 1,200 euros, with some vintages reaching 2,000 euros or even more. In 2021, a bottle of 1921 Salon, the first commercial vintage, was sold at Sotheby's for over $15,000. You won't find Salon in nightclubs. You'll find it in Michelin-starred cellars, private collections, and Christie's auctions. It's not made every year, but when it is, it becomes eternal.